And we're back. It's time for the finals. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Me too. So these two teams, the Propaniacs and the Gatecrashers, are going to be clashing as mighty titans on this table. It's been a fun day. It has been a fun day. We were initially concerned it's a kind of a small tournament, only 4 teams, and yet all 4 of these teams have performed really well.
Yeah,
We got to see in the first few matches of the day the rise and fall of the fall and rise
Yeah, that's
of
right.
the adaptive subroutines, and them coming back from those first 2 games was pretty exciting, and so getting to see how that moves forward is going to be fun. But now we're on to the final 2 teams. This is going to be played best 2 out of 3. So at the end of the first match, they will reset, flip the who got first ban / pick from one side to the other. So it'll just be the opposite of whoever wins the coin toss in the first game, and play the second game. And then if we go to a third game, well, we'll do a new coin toss for that. But we're on the same map for this final match, and you've seen both the teams. You've seen all the characters. I think we're ready to go. So let's take us to the table and do the coin toss.
All right, we do the coin toss. Here we go. This tails. Which you guys want? Here you go.
All right.
Who do you guys want to ban?
So Propaniacs getting the first ban.
Citizen Dawn.
Citizen Dawn.
Citizen Dawn is banned.
All right.
All right.
Bunker.
Bunker is banned. Who do you guys want to pick?
We want to pick.
Oh, really? They're thinking. They got plans.
Yeah, that's right.
Operative.
Operative. Yeah, it's a great choice.
It's a fantastic choice.
Baron Blade. Very good.
Very excited.
Unity over here.
Oh, Unity. Fantastic.
Beacon over here.
Oh,
Tachyon.
and they're going to Bunker.
Girls night out, gentlemen.
Propaniacs are going to pick up Bunker, I'm sure.
No, Bunker's banned.
Oh, they banned a Bunker. You're right. So
Yeah, they are
Tachyon, Operative, and the Unity.
Unity.
That's a great team.
Operative
So
Unity.
Beacon, Baron Blade.
No, we're Blade.
Sure.
Can we go look at them?
Yeah. You can look
Oh, they're looking at all the characters. That Bunker ban
Oh.
was a good play by
Yeah.
Gatecrashers. It definitely messed up their strategy. Let's see. Who would I recommend if they want a Bunker-like character? You know what? I'd actually recommend Omnitron. An Omnitron V.
Yeah, I really think that could do something good for them. Omnitron also has that mobility, which is very good.
Yeah.
And the ability to lay out their 3 cards, which is
Yeah.
gives them a lot of flexibility and
Omnitron can do some Bunker-esque sort of things, and so that'd be a good flex there. Ra wouldn't be bad. It's a bit squishier. That's not good. Let's see. Baron Blade is going to punish tokens. I mean, Operative would be good, but the Operative's already on the other side.
Hang on just a second.
And, the Wraith wouldn't be bad. Have somebody sit back and snipe, and then at that point, both Baron Blade and Wraith could hang back and snipe.
Most definitely.
But you want somebody who
Ambuscade.
Ambuscade for their
Ambuscade.
third pick.
All
Okay,
right.
so they're just gonna have a switch for their third. That's good.
Interesting.
Yeah. A lot of villains on this table.
Yeah,
so.
that's right.
All right, and so their third pick is Ambuscade. There we go.
Cool.
All right,
Yeah,
and so they're.
Baron Blade and
What we're
Ambuscade are all
going to do it
villains.
now is
So I'm interested to see if Ambuscade does the same sort of strategy we saw last time, where he uses the bombs away strategy, or here's what I want to see. I want to see Ambuscade play with the custom hand cannon and the explosive launcher. If they're clumped up, you launch some rockets at them. Explosive launcher is great. If the custom hand cannon is nice because whenever it deals damage, it does an extra point of damage. So if you sneak 1 point of damage through, you're hitting for 2 damage. So you just have to have one of your dice sneak through to actually do some, because 2 damage is pretty high in this game. And so I'd love to see Ambuscade play with the custom hand cannon, play a little bit more offensively, a little bit less hiding. Maybe use its remote hunter a bit more. Anyway, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Baron Blade, lots of good stuff. I'd love to see Baron Blade use his Fission Blaster, because Fission Blaster, it hits as hard, it rolls as many dice as you are range from your opponent.
Right.
So with range being so weird on this map, get somebody who's 5 or 6 away from you, aim for your token, grab your aim token, and launch that Fission Blaster down the field. You just need 1 die at that range to be able to hit. All right, so they're picking their characters. They're picking their which characters go for turn order.
I don't care when he goes, honestly. I'm okay with cleanup. I like being in cleanup. Sure.
All right. Still deciding.
Yeah.
Well,
A lot of table talk here, a lot of consideration, but it's good there. I would much rather have them figure out their strategies, plan out their strategies, and then execute them. Taking the time now in the pre-game state to discuss them, rather than like holding up the game in the middle of the game. Because once the clock starts running, like that's that. I'm pleased that the last couple of games we saw didn't even go to time. They
Most
went
definitely,
straight
yeah.
up to incapacitations.
Yes.
Those were your thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's see if we have information here on my heads-up display. I can tell you a bit about what cards they're picking up. Not quite yet. I need a bit more time, and I will be able to tell what cards they're actually picking, so that'll be helpful. For now, let's see. You can see kind of what turn order they're picking. It looks like Tachyon's going to be going first for the Gate Crashers, and then Unity, and then Operative. Operative is going to be their anchor, whereas for the Propaniacs, looks like Beacon is going first, and then Ambuscade, and then Baron Blade. So, so Beacon going first is great because that means that, like we saw last couple of games, she can pull the tactic where she gives other characters actions. So, all right. So let's take a look here. Tachyon starts with push the limits and the world stands still. The world stands still means that she's going to be able to run all around the map and have access to all those things, no problem, because it gives her mobility and increases her speed. Push the limits means that she can deal herself point of damage to take an extra turn, and that's always great. Operative, once again, we see Kasuri Hagama and Hidden Blade Strike, so she's going to run out, try to pull someone to her, and attack them for entering her adjacent spaces. And Unity is starting with 2 bots, Champion Bot and Turret Bot. Champion Bot's great, is giving bonuses to all of her teammates, and Turret Bot is just lots of shooting.
Right. It'd be very interesting to see what happens here. I'm actually very interested to see how the Propaniacs end up strategizing with these new characters, because it seemed like they were kind of relying on maybe a bunker pick and the fact that they weren't sure what their third pick was going to be, and they ended up with Ambuscade. I'll be very, very fascinated to see how they play with Ambuscade, since it was kind of a deliberation over what character that third one was going to be.
Sure.
We've seen both these teams be very, very careful about where they're picking and know the characters very well.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if Propaniacs, how well they know Ambuscade, and if what will happen if.
Well, I will
with
say
that.
they started they started the Ambuscade with the cloaking device and the custom hand cannon. So if nothing else, they're doing what I asked for.
Right.
And so that's all I care about
That's
is
all that's cared
getting the
about
custom
here.
cannon. Beacon is starting with bolstering team up and fortitude. So she's got her defense card, great, and she's got her let other people do things card, which is always worthwhile. And then Baron Blade, it looks like is still considering getting his last cards in there. But once we have Baron Blade's powers, they will reveal their powers. They will. Unity will put her bots on the table, and they will jump right into it.
And I don't need line of sight for that, right? Just within radius.
But I mean, this is the kind of thing they're dealing with a puzzle here, and I mean, there's a way out of every box, a solution to every puzzle, but it's a matter of finding it.
Okay.
How we've robbed you of your speed force.
Wow, we suck.
So powers.
We're good?
You good?
All right, still deliberating here.
All right, everyone ready?
Yep.
All right, excellent. Well, we can start out with Tachyon's turn.
Good luck, John. Absolutely.
I like that. Some good
Um,
sportsmanship there.
Yep.
Move action.
All right, so right off the back, Tachyon's moving across the field.
Tachyon, move action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Last action, sprint.
Sure.
Sprint attack into
Ambuscade.
Ambuscade.
All right.
Nimble strike.
It's a very good opening. Just very aggressive right out of the gate.
I love it. That's what I want.
3, 3, 3.
It's really
3, 3,
makes
4.
these games exciting.
4, 2, 6.
1.
1 damage.
It looks like
And
1
for
damage is
additional
going to get
turn.
through there to
Limits.
Ambuscade.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
6. Yeah, well.
Place push limits with Lightspeed Barrage.
All right, sounds good.
Spend a health, Lightspeed Barrage. Activate Lightspeed Barrage.
All right.
7. Lightspeed Barrage, sprint into Tachyon.
Okay. Wait, take your.
Or, sorry.
Okay.
Ambuscade.
Oh, I love how far back Tachyon is already there. That's
I
great.
will allow it.
The Nimble Strike charges up with Lightspeed.
All right, Lightspeed Barrage.
Bad,
Ooh.
but whatever.
Hey,
Choose miss.
there's no choose, so 7 dice are still getting through.
I mean, it's
Wow.
He blocks these
So
3.
Right.
you can block them.
4 hits. In cap.
Yeah,
You
Yeah, I
block
mean,
it.
roll to see how far you get pushed.
Yeah.
Wow.
if anything. I mean,
definitely
he's going to
doesn't
block.
matter,
He blocks
you know.
those 3.
He can block his all 3 or one.
And that is a
the
first
and
round, first turn incapacitation.
You do not get pushed.
If nothing else, Gatecrashers are trying for a high intimidation thing here.
That's right.
This is fantastic. Propaniacs are on their heels from before anyone's taken a turn.
Lightspeed Barrage.
Okay.
Sprint.
Yep. Yep. Everything she can do is.
Oh,
in
that's
there.
right.
Yep.
For her, yeah.
Into Beacon.
So Propaniacs are pretty much.
All right, and then 2.
Oh, they're down 1 so far at the very opening round, and that's not a great place to be. You know,
Yeah.
I think they find themselves in a box, but
5, 5.
I would say that
So
there
that
is a
blocks
way out
two.
of every
There's-
box, a solution to every puzzle. It's just a matter of finding that, and that's really what we're going for.
Roll. Maybe,
Oh, can I?
It wouldn't.
Yeah,
You
okay.
block sufficiently. Just
Yeah.
last action.
You blocked like as well as you possibly could.
Yeah.
Defensively. And this one is not Lightspeed Barrage because
Correct.
you would die instead of getting 2 feet.
Push the limits. Nimble Strike.
Once again, as we saw in the first game, Tachyon's
Alright.
really taken a beating on herself to
Yeah.
really deal as much damage as possible, but you know, I think it's really paying off for her.
Yeah, you know, it is, and she's gotten up there, and she's done a lot of good things, but being first at any cost is not always the point.
It's true.
Done.
All right.
Roll movement.
Yep.
That was a very exciting die.
Super dramatic movement rolling. And a 5.
Die trying to escape hands there.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Turn 1 is
there's
done.
that.
Now turn 2.
You like that, Chris?
Yes, I did very much. I'm glad that they are now playing for me. And first turn in cap and beacon halfway down, absolutely worth it.
I'm working it.
I will have Paul can relate to them that my question is why didn't he get 2 of them out?
So Christopher, no, it's
Surge,
why
I
not
get a
get
defense?
2 in caps.
Oh, what's the one you do?
Talk to my ones.
Anyway, that was a great first turn. I'm excited about this. Now Propaniacs are up. Beacon has her bolstering feat. Now here's a nice thing is that they can't not incapacitate Tachyon
Yeah.
pretty much. She's there at 1 hit
Right.
point. They're
No,
gonna get that
definitely.
knockout.
Definitely.
But can they turn it around? So like we said, they got a great Gatecrashers got a great lead there with that Tachyon, but at what cost? Ambuscade is going to stand back up at full health. They're going to be tied at 1 incapacitation each. Will it be enough of a lead to make a difference? So,
Going-
yeah.
I was going to say, going back to that, it's very, very nice that we have such a tight community that people can get to know you, and you can have a desire, and they go for it, and
Yeah.
you say, you know, make it so, and it just happens.
Yeah.
It really just does. And
Yeah.
it's,
I don't think there's a whole lot that we can
Tell
do.
Chris to come over here and share if he's going to tell jokes like
I
that.
know.
You can move up there, give him another turn.
I mean,
At this point, Propaniacs just need to draw a line in the sand.
Might as well.
so
Yeah. I don't know. Stuff.
yeah.
Turns out Flash is Superman.
All right. What's it going to be,
You
Beacon?
can move forward.
I mean, if you could do a focus blast and just take her right out, but
You can sprint forward. Give
let's
Blade
see.
an extra
What is
move.
Beacon? What is
You could move
Baron Blade running with? Baron Blade currently has kinetic redistributor and the saber battle suit, so giving him an extra action is probably worthwhile because he could just turn and
yeah, I
slash
can
and burn. Since he's got the
Right.
battle suit, she should give the extra action
Definitely,
to Baron Blade.
absolutely.
So if I were her, I'd probably
Well, no,
sprint
if we
down
don't, she's
here,
still gonna have
give the
to
extra action to Baron Blade to kill
do
off
things and she
Tachyon,
just run
and then
away.
Beacon can move on and take the rest of her turn to get down into the cover.
definitely.
Say we might
But we'll see.
be in cap, but
See, the thing is, the problem is, Propaniacs would have been fine, but this move is really a high intimidation check. It has put them on their heels.
Defense. I'll do bolster and team up
Great, bolster and team
with
up.
Baron Blade.
Baron Blade, go.
So I'm going to use slash and burn against Tachyon. Since I have my saber battle suit
All right, so there we go. Like we said, bolstering team out, slashing burn on Tachyon.
There's a
So 2 1s and 2 5s. Tachyon can't not die.
It's fine. Okay. Well, actually, it doesn't.
Right.
probably not.
Blocks of 5/5/1. Great. So he takes 1 damage. Dies exactly.
Oh, wow.
Dies in place.
There we go.
we
One
go.
incapacitation each. So now it's a matter of playing catch up.
All right.
Even so, I do think that the Gate Crashers, I believe, are in just a better
Oh, yeah.
position starting out there because Beacon is so low, and they did such big damage there. It's very, very cool.
No, that's
Bolster team up.
Both your team up. Yeah. I'm used to.
don't talk to me.
You
in-
don't worry, very
And then you reroll movement.
All right. And Beacon did exactly that. She rolled down into the jungle. So now it is a matter of what Unity is going to do with her bots.
All right. I'm going to sprint on top of that 4 top there.
Sure.
All right, sure.
Champion bot is going to move his speed value 4.
Go bots.
Yep. Go bots.
He's not mobility, right?
He is not mobility.
So 1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
Cool.
This is bonus for line of sight.
Nope.
Oh, it's radius.
Do you
Radius.
want?
Radius what?
2.
I think you move bunker bot.
Yeah, I can move bunker bot on it there.
So,
He can
here,
just he can sort through it. One. He has only speed 3, so
yeah, actually,
tuck him in
he's
next to champ.
no, he's gonna have to go like this. Because that'll be the best place for him. Actually, he's actually safe if you want to move because we've got a turn. Do you want to move him differently? You want to get him up there?
Sprint him onto that 2.
Up here?
Yeah.
So sprint.
It's interesting. We haven't
So go
seen
box
Unity yet in any of the games we
And
cast,
master myself,
so it'll be interesting to see how they use her.
Yeah, right now they're
And
playing.
her
They're playing a
bots,
little
right?
slow with her, but that's not bad. I mean, at this point,
There you go.
Tachyon on her turn is going to want to stand up and get back to safety, but maybe she won't. Maybe she'll go for another
Yeah.
1.5 end caps.
What the hell was that?
All right, Ambuscade stands up, very confused.
Oh,
He-
okay.
He is who he is, and he's doing the best he can.
Oh, that's right.
There we go.
Did you say 4?
Yes.
4.
No, but we can't
Okay.
really
so
blame him for that.
Meh.
Yeah.
And then
He just got hit in the face with all the Tachyon
Right, right.
blows, but so
Like the first match.
it's possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. So
Yeah, then she can't.
All right, here we go.
Okay. So I'm going for my power up. I'm going to play Cloaking Device. And for my action, I'm going to aim. And whenever I aim, I get an attack +1 token.
Sure.
And then,
Shimmy in place.
just for fun, we can dodge because I have nothing else to do with it.
Okay.
Why not?
You're off the board and you'll
And
come.
then
Can't do anything.
Yeah, that dodge token.
I want to dodge.
When Ambuscade wants to dodge,
Different game.
Ambuscade.
There we go.
That's what happens when he actually
Right, dodge
disappears.
token means you have crazy dance moves. And then to be continued, remove Ambuscade from the map.
yeah,
Blah,
so
blah, blah.
Ambuscade took a dodge here, even though the
Well-
dodge isn't going to come into play
Sure.
because he's not on the map.
Right, but here's the thing: is like he had nothing else he wanted to do. 'Cause like the only purpose to, the only thing they could have done differently is that they could have had Ambuscade be in charge of taking out Tachyon there at 1 hit point, and have Baron Blade move into position instead, and that way Ambuscade could have, on his turn, started his turn by firing the custom hand cannon at Tachyon, and then gotten off the map. But if it had failed, it would have been somewhat disastrous.
Right.
Sprint. That's a pretty good place. There's a lot.
All right, so operatives looking for a place to
Places.
set up shop. Murder shop.
Where's computer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sprint. I like that.
Ooh, yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, operatives movement currently is
First
6.
action move, second action
So she
sprint.
can move, sprint,
Wow.
and make an attack.
That's very good.
And who's that here in the woods? Why, hello, Beacon. You seem to only have 3 hit points.
That's
Gonna
fantastic.
use
And it's less dice, or you could just work on the cutting down with the Tauntaun blade.
Debating.
let's
There's
Actually,
debating.
Kasarigami gives this to you, so use the Kasarigami. Use it.
yeah. So using
That right there. That's a great debate.
That is it, right there.
The K word.
The great
K
debate.
word.
Oh, because she's Kusurigami.
3 dice, auto misses.
Okay, because she's going to pull it to a different adjacent space to get multiple attacks.
All right, go 5-1.
So he hit range.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Flip.
Flip. Where do you want her? Like right there?
Yeah.
All right, you flip them over you,
Yeah.
and then you defending it.
Oh, see, once again, that's
So now,
very good.
So the operative now has
Utilizing-
to has to defend against the 4-5-1, and then the operative, rather, Beacon has to defend against the 4-5-1, and then operative, and she does. Well, she takes 1.
You take 1 damage.
And I'll re-roll.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, yep.
Takes no damage. And so then she, but then she has to defend against the hidden blade strike.
The hazard space.
Hazard face.
See,
Also misses
that's very
on
cool
2s
because
and
we've
on
seen
those.
that combo used a lot today by all the
Oh
operators
my
playing.
goodness.
Oh wow,
an
that's a
amazing
lot of
blade all the
sixes.
time. You got one more. 2?
The only time.
Six,
So at
six.
3,
Still.
Oh, the 3s are the auto misses. So 6
Oh,
of the
no.
auto misses. So 3 is the only thing gets through,
and you block.
and it blocks it. Okay.
Oh no. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, because operative had a really good setup there, but the dice just didn't fall.
I,
What can you do? All right,
5.
you roll.
Movement and stuff.
And that's a thing that can sometimes be at your detriment. Certain attacks, the best dice that you could roll are all auto fails or auto misses, and that's just the way the dice roll for the character. That's really unfortunate.
All right, so now we are on to Baron Blade. Baron
No,
Blade.
she blocked everything. She had
See,
a
interestingly, the Baron Blade does need to keep in mind that after his turn, Tachion's going to go, and trying to set things up in a way that Tachion doesn't just have a field day. Yeah, and that's exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They're wise to the ways of their demise. Yeah.
that's true.
If I were Baron Blade, I would put on the battle suit. I'd put on the kinetic redistributor, which he already has those things going, and make it so that that Baron Blade is pretty much like the target that Tachyon goes after, because at that point Tachyon can pretty much in-cap herself on Baron Blade's backlash damage, and so
It's good. I think it's good that they're really discussing strategy here, and it's clear that they're a cohesive unit, and they talk to each other a lot about the strategy, and
Yeah,
aren't
it's good
just blindly doing things,
right.
which isn't good. And you don't just have one person calling the shots for the entire
Unless you
team,
wanted to do
Right.
which
that,
is
I
good.
mean.
because I don't know, there are times when people of good conscience cannot blindly follow orders, and that's good.
But I do like that idea.
All right. Okay. Baron Blade has got to do a thing.
Okay, so first action will be move 1, 2, 3.
All right, moves you first.
Hazard space.
Yes.
Yep.
Can you give me just one
So you're hoping that you always 6 before.
Looks slightly better.
for the first time each turn.
5, 4, 4.
5, 4, 4.
So the dice that you roll are then going to attack him?
Yeah, for the kinetic redistributor. Yeah.
Is that each time or is it just
It's
one?
the first time per
The
turn.
first time per turn.
Okay.
Per-
All right, so
All right.
Ooh.
5, 4, 4.
she blocks one of it.
You block 1, and the other 2 come through to you.
Okay.
All right.
And then that attacks him?
4 attacks.
Yeah.
And so now operative has to roll a 4 because the kinetic redistributor.
Yeah.
So
you get all
Baron
your
Blade
defense.
stepped into the operative's hazard space. The hazard space hit Baron Blade. Baron Blade sent the stuff that he blocked back at the operative, but
Alright,
she
so that
blocked
was your
all of it.
first.
So unfortunately, that was a some loss for Baron Blade.
All right.
And now Baron Blade does have 2 more actions. He could aim a slash and burn, or he could pick up a dodge. But if I were him, I'd probably aim the slash and burn.
Yeah.
Try to even it up a little bit.
Does he still have his power suit on currently?
Baron Blade does have a
Okay.
power on, so his slash and burn hits hard right now.
Just leave the table.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Unreasonable.
Slash and burn.
Well, no, because Tachyon's just going to get up.
Doesn't get at.
Turns out.
Big deal.
I feel like you should aim. I don't know. You can do what you want.
Sure, aim it. Aim 5 dice.
Yeah, aim 5 dice. I like that.
That is a really gives a high percentage chance of.
Aim 5 dice at the operative.
Yeah, you
The
don't want to do
operative is
that.
making come at me broken.
You can.
You
just
walked
run,
up,
I
Baron.
guess.
Thought you were bringing
action,
something.
slash and burn.
Slash and burn. All right. No aim. All right.
No aim. All right, just a regular old slash and burn.
4s miss.
And
So I
no
know she's
misses.
important.
So 5, 3, 3.
5, 3, 3, 1, 1.
Man, that could have been 5 5s. And it would have been great if it were 5 5s.
You take
Two
three,
takes-
trigger rage.
2 gets through.
Sounds like a really good idea right now.
Oh, take 3.
And
three.
he's
Take
choosing to
three,
take 3, which he can do. And that puts the
That's very
operative
good.
back to being a murder wizard.
Once again, we saw the Gatecrashers use this ability as opposed to some of the other players that
Okay,
have been playing
interesting.
the operatives.
Yeah, and then Baron Blade kind of runs away, but just putting him in a better position for Tachyon to go after.
Interesting.
The advantage there, well, yeah, the advantage there is that they're not so close that Tachyon can sprint and hit both of them.
Interesting.
All right, so now we all kind of have to deal with the fact that Tachyon is back on the field and is going to knock someone out. The question is, can Tachyon, across the 2 turns that she's going to take, because the first power she's going to pick up almost certainly is going to be push the limits. And the question is, with that push the limits usage, is she going to be able to get 2 incapacitations?
Interesting.
Yeah. First one was first one. Yep. You got 1 redirect and 4. It's fine. 3, 3. She's times +1. I realize. Fair enough.
All right.
We'll spend 1 to activate push limits.
All right.
I'm going to use, that's non-action. First action, sprint attack into blade.
Yep.
Sprint attack in the blade. All right.
Nice.
She sprinted to where,
Nimble strike.
there you go.
Right to where Baron Blade.
So
Yeah, Baron Blade
choose
shouldn't
Autumn
have
Mist
ended up so
range.
close.
I don't know. He,
But that's okay.
interesting.
6, 3, 1, and the 1 doesn't miss, so a 3 and a 6 coming at Baron Blade. Baron Blade rolls the defense, and
You block the 6 and you block the 3.
so the 6 and the 3 go back to
Yeah.
Tachyon's. So Tachyon now rolls defense against a 6 and a 3. And
you block 'em.
blocks
Block
both
them.
of them.
Wow.
Wow, nicely
6
done.
and 5.
That was first action.
Yep.
Second action, nimble strike.
All right.
All right, so another attack.
Yeah,
And so
second action,
Tachyon's standing
nimble
where she is and making another attack.
Roll sprint.
I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, she wants to sprint over so they're on the same elevation, so ones get through.
Choose Autumn
Ones
Mist.
will get, yeah.
Yeah. And
And there's a 2 right there.
so 3 and 5 coming at Baron Blade. Baron Blade's almost certainly going to be able to block all of
Yeah,
that.
most definitely.
3 and 5.
Yeah, look at that. Yep.
Block.
Yep. And
Easily done.
he sprints
I'm
again.
happy where I am.
And Tachyon has taken the push the limits free action, so she will be taking another turn after this one.
4, 3.
4, 4, 3 is coming at.
And that
Take 1.
1 damage through.
Alright. 1 damage gets through on Baron Blade.
All right.
So Baron Blade's down to 2 hit points left, but now it is Tachyon's second turn. Can she did 1 damage to Baron Blade on that first turn. On her
Right.
second turn, can she do
She's gonna-
2 more
yeah,
damage to
she
Baron
needs
Blade?
to do 2 more damage.
If she doesn't, she's going to be in the position where and I'm guessing she's going to pick up Lightspeed Barrage, perhaps? Maybe Unrelenting Momentum. That'd be my recommendation. Leaves her in a slightly safer space. Or we'll see. What's her movement end up at? 5. So Lightspeed Barrage would be a 5-die attack. Unrelenting Momentum means she gets 4 attacks. So which one's it going to be? Who knows?
Don't have that. Solves my problem. Okay.
Okay. What's it going to be?
Yep, sure does. Lightspeed Barrage.
Lightspeed Barrage. All right,
Very
so
good.
going for the
Lightspeed
self-pain.
Barrage. Yeah, next attack.
So this refreshes, correct?
All right, so
What does it
Tachyon.
say?
First time each turn.
Yep. It
Yep.
refreshes to the
So
new turn.
Tachyon has now hurt herself for 2 hit points and
So,
only done 1
first
point of
action
damage
move.
to Baron Blade.
I think
Oh,
she,
and she's going to. Oh, she's abandoning Baron
second
Blade
action.
and going for Beacon. Now Beacon, let's see, currently is sitting on a defense +1 token, and she
nimble
has
strike
Fortitude, so she can
card,
re-roll
Lightspeed
one
Barrage.
die of her defense roll
Yep.
Interesting.
And
each
no
time she
move,
makes
actually.
it. So we'll see. So she
We'll
moved.
You're right.
She's nimble striking, and that nimble strike is using the Lightspeed Barrage probably. So she's rolling a
I'm
5-die
gonna
attack on this
sprint
one.
to here,
You're going to sprint this part and then
there for fun.
make the consequent light speed.
Yeah,
All
Lightspeed
right.
Barrage. Sure.
Okay, here we go.
And
And
Two will miss.
twos will miss.
so 2 goes away.
4, 5, 1.
6, 5, 4, 1, and she has a defense +1 token. But first, she's going to roll her defense. She can re-roll one of those dice if she wants to.
Okay, that
She
blocks
should
1.
probably re-roll the
re-roll
1. Oh, she's rolling the 2. I mean,
Okay.
it's not a huge deal, the 1.
right.
But that's my
Oh,
concern
that's
about
too
re-rolling
bad.
the 2. That's worse. And now she can use her Fortitude to she has a defense +1 token. That's what she's doing here.
All right.
Okay, so she's blocked 2 of it, so she takes 2 damage, and she has 1 hit point left. But Tachyon has 1 more action.
Indeed.
But the thing is,
after Tachyon's turn, it's Beacon's turn right away. So
she'll
if-
stand back up
she'll-
and almost certainly kill Tachyon.
Yeah.
So at this point, they're just trading, and the operative is also in pretty rough shape, but has 5 dice. So it's gonna be a close game. This could go either way.
Definitely.
He pops out, certainly does.
All right.
With the attack. The attack and being vulnerable. Yep, Ice Speed Barrage.
Okay.
Non-action.
Oh, so Tachyon's dealing herself 1 more point of damage for the Lightspeed Barrage. And so that means that Tachyon's going to end this round at 1 hit point again.
Holy cow.
She's doing everything to try to get that kill on Beacon.
Yeah. And if she
just
can't
have
get
a
that
king
kill,
there. It's not
then the
great.
gate crashes are really going to be in a very bad way.
Yep. And here it goes.
Holy
the
cow.
2 goes away, so it's 3 6s and a 1. And
6, 6, 1.
yeah, 3 6s and a 3.
Yeah. So how dead are you?
Well, she rolls her defense.
That is
I had the same reaction. Like, what the hell?
Okay, blocks 1 of it.
Block
Block 1,
3.
you take 3,
So
you take
takes
2 push.
Yep.
So knocks her out,
There we
and
go.
Beacon gets pushed 2 spaces. And so yeah, Gatecrashers currently has 2 victory points, but Propaniacs are gonna Beacon's gonna stand back up, and someone's gonna kill Tachyon
Yeah.
easily. The question is,
Who is it going to be?
well, actually the question is who's gonna get the next incapacitation. If the Propaniacs can put another point on the table before Gatecrashers get Tachyon standing again, they have a chance.
Yeah.
But if Tachyon gets back up again, if Tachyon takes a 3rd turn in this game, Gatecrashers will win.
Yeah.
If Tachyon doesn't, it could be anybody's game. So the Propaniacs kind of have a countdown that they have to win before then.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. 5 again.
All right.
There we go.
thank you.
All right.
All right. So Beacon stands back up, rolls movement.
See, now if I were Beacon, I would actually probably unload with a focused blast, super close range,
Yeah,
everything you
definitely.
can, an aimed focused blast right on
Tachyon.
Nope.
Nope.
On the operative, because the operative's right next to her, and she can make a
That's a
huge
good-
attack.
yeah.
And then a different character who is not Beacon, like either Baron Blade or Ambuscade, can easily take down Tachyon. But Beacon's in pretty good shape to actually take out the operative, even though the operative's rolling a 5-die
No,
defense.
that's wise. That's wise. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, and I think that right now, if they keep focusing on Tachyon, they're just going to keep trading points, and that means Gatecrashers will win. But if Propaniacs, if they risk something and go for as massively overpowered a focus blast as they can, they have a shot.
On who?
And maybe I would say maybe that's something that the Gatecrashers are assuming that the Propaniacs will do is just go straight for Tachyon, trade back and
Right.
forth, and that's what they're hoping that they'll plan that.
Aim.
Yeah, it's a good diversion because it's like, hey, look at her, she's super scary, and now she's really weak. Go after her. And so, like, yes, you make the consideration that Tachyon's going to die every time, after each one of her turns, but she'll get at least 1 kill and set up and knock the team back on their heels.
Definitely.
And so, sure, they can chase Tachyon all day, but she
Okay, I
she
will
trades
play
up.
the Focus
Yeah.
Blast.
Focus blast. Here we
Very
go.
good.
And
Stay where you are.
Focused Blast. The operative.
Yes.
There we go.
All right.
Just like
No,
you were
no,
saying.
she's going to focus
Very
like that, but
wise.
she's not going to aim to focus blast the operative.
That is my first action.
Okay, she's not aiming it.
Focus blast the operative.
That's fine. That's fine. She just wants to get all 5s, and that's a 5 and a 5 and a 3, and it's the 2 6s go away. But that's 4
4
1s.
1s.
But unfortunately, operative can't not roll that because she rolls 5 dice.
All right.
Yeah, she needed more successes, which I was
That's
too
thinking.
bad.
Yeah, the aim wouldn't have actually helped in that case anyway. So, ugh.
Should I do Atomic Glare?
But yeah, at this point, atomic glaring the operative is probably worth it because the thing is they need to kill both the operative and Tachyon, not just Tachyon. Ambuscade's gonna be able to pop in, and actually Ambuscade focusing on the operative is good too because if he can get 1 point of damage through with a custom hand cannon, he can get 2 points through.
Yeah,
So an aimed custom hand cannon against the operative, totally legit. And then, I guess Baron Blade can pretty easily walk up and take out Tachyon. Actually, Baron Blade can walk up and maniacal gloating Tachyon.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I would have both Beacon and Ambuscade focus right now on the operative.
Yeah, definitely.
That's their only chance. That's not their only chance, but it's one of their best chances. Oh, she's gonna move.
So that's
Moving's not closing.
here, so that
Right.
it's harder for the operative to get to you.
I mean, unless you're moving towards something,
That's right.
then it's actually closing.
They'd have to be like here to have the same range. Okay. Okay, I'll move here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the Propaniacs right here are
Okay.
they're in a bad way, and they have to.
All right.
They
Yeah.
have to. They're moving away and playing a little bit more defensively, and I think to come back from this, they need to play a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah.
Because, I think they think they're in an impossible situation, but
Yeah, but nothing's impossible until it isn't.
right.
Yep.
All right. Where is... So Beacon's already fled, and Unity's got to figure out what she can do with her bouts. We shall see.
Protect yourself. Attacking those, untacking those, now it's fine. Good?
Yeah, I mean, you want me to move champion anywhere?
Yeah,
Well, it won't be up. Well,
dodge, move,
the dodge, sprint.
and
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna.
stay there.
Yep. Okay. I'll sprint. I'm not changing any powers. Sprint turret bottom to the starting area there. I will dodge with Unity. And
You could always dodge with anyone, champion bot.
It's true.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll dodge with champion bottom.
All right, so
Alternate
Gatecrashers also playing very defensive, but that benefits them because
No,
if
definitely.
if Tachyon takes another turn, they can win the game with that. They'll have to play her differently if she starts her turn with 1 hit point, but that's totally feasible.
Definitely.
Because to get you, he's going to enter your death.
Sounds good. And now it is ambuscade.
All right, if I were Ambuscade, I would appear in the bushes next to the operative, because the operatives. Well, she got hidden blade strikes. So that wouldn't be.
Yeah, that
healthy.
wouldn't be a good idea.
No, I mean it's not gonna kill you. Ambuscade at this point. Yeah.
Deal with her.
Thank you.
I think.
Yep.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
since
He doesn't activate the hazard space, right?
No, he does.
He's entering a space.
Yep. Totally is.
All right, so
Give you more than 2.
So I can either do this or I can do this.
my hope is that he puts down a custom hand cannon
Which way
because
should I go with it?
custom that means that if he gets 1 point of damage on the operative, she
I
dies.
hope I live.
But
So during my power up phase, this gets returned to my
Still gonna be hard to
hand.
get
and he
through.
plays.
Play that.
Yeah, it's a
and
custom
I-
hand
That
cannon.
is custom hand cannon.
Yep.
Custom hand cannon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you appear there.
And
Boom.
Here, there.
Now he's
You
he's
attack
gonna get
with some
stabbed,
blades.
and let's see what happens. So operative is rolling. Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
1, 2. That is
Nice job.
3 4s, 2 3s.
3 4s and 2 3s, and Ambuscade is going to block most of it, or none of it, and that is game. That is game
Wow.
as the
That
Gate
was
Crashers kill Propaniacs on a step in. You know what? Here's the
That was
thing.
really cool.
That was a rough end there, and
Yeah.
yet that is a decision I would make. I would have, where I ambuscade, I would have stepped in there, I would have taken that attack of opportunity, because you have to get 2 incapacitations on them, and one you can get from knocking out ambuscade or operative, and the other one you can get for Baron Blade going out.
Yeah,
So
most
like
definitely.
they did not make. They didn't make the wrong choice there. The dice, man, those 3 1s were awful. So that was a rough game. That said, finals were played 2 out of 3. So once the table gets reset, we're not going to go to a break here. We're just going to. Actually, it looks like we are going to go to break here because they got to reset their characters. But it will be a very, very swift break, and then we will come back in just a couple seconds for round 2 of the finals.